Hi guys, happy Friday. I did it. I survived the first week of virtual school and I'm going to put a little makeup on. Sorry about that. I'm going to put a little makeup on and then I am going to, this is not what you expected me to say, head to the cemetery because they just put my dad's headstone in today after a very long wait to get that done. So I am ready to see it. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Catherine. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is start with a little bit of primer, and then we're going to do really easy, just kind of neutral, everyday, glowy stuff. Primer goes on first. I'm going to do my eyebrows while we wait for the primer to set. As you can see, I have piles of laundry to do. My bed isn't made. The dog is barking. You know, all of the things that are happening to all of us at any given time. Say hi when you guys hop on. Let me know how you are. I just washed my hair today. You know, first day hair is never what you want it to be. So we'll add a little primer to it. All right, I'm going to be flipping the script on brows a little bit today, and I am going to use my It's All in the Eyes Volume 1 palette and a angled brow brush to fill in my brows. So I'm going to go in with the shade Cypress, which is this dark brown here, and the angled part of my brow brush. And I just kind of stamp it on here really quickly. And we're going to start on the bottom inside corner, just like with a brow liner. And I'm going to draw a line from the front to the back. Hi, Caitlin. And on the top, same thing. You can make this a little bit wet if that helps to like kind of glide on. Chase's Facebook Messenger is showing up on my screen from his friends. All right, and then I'm going to take what I have left over on the brush and just fill in the front a little bit so that you get that natural kind of ombre look. Like so. Look at the difference. We're gonna clean it up, and granted they look a little weird when you don't have foundation on, but don't worry. So again, Cypress, you just wanna stamp it on. A little bit goes a long way. Guarantee you Chase comes up and asks me if his friend can come over, or his friend will just show up. Okay. All right, blending in the front. So you can see brows definitely look a little bit different, a little bit fuller, but it's all good. Where I am going to use, hi Amanda, hi Danielle. I'm going to use my medium dark brow cream to just add a little bit of extra texture. And I'm going to start on the arch to the tail and then move forward in the front. How are we looking?
Oh, I didn't.
You're fine. You're fine. This is real life.
Oh, we're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so the match is downstairs.
Perfect.
Should be good. That was one coat. Might be alright.
Okay.
Everything's, all the trim's set.
Okay. Beautiful.
I think we're good.
Okay.
So, just do like Venmo again.
That sounds good.
Yeah. But it's just for the doors. All the extra stuff is from
Before.
before.
Okay, roger that.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
keep in touch.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right,
I'll
so
see you later.
All right.
Sorry. We had like just finished work from when we did the basement or the bathroom, and then I had the downstairs doors replaced earlier, so we're back. All right, so brow gel is on. And also Tim is a great contractor if anybody needs one. Okay, we are gonna go in and do our foundation. I'm gonna go in with my Honey Beige liquid foundation. This has SPF 15 on it, and I like to put it on the back of my hand first like this and dot it on my skin. That way, if there's any, like, you don't over apply in different areas. Or if you have one area that needs more than others, you can kind of just divvy it out with your fingertip. I find that squirting it on a brush or just directly onto your face creates a lot of excess makeup and also a lot of product waste. Because if you don't need it, don't use it. Less is more. Okay, I'm going to take a clean Eco Tool sponge and just blend that in. And look at the coverage on it. It's so good and it looks very natural. You can't like pick up that it's foundation. It just looks like your skin, just airbrush. I am gonna go a little bit more gingerly, obviously around my eyebrows because I just did them. Whereas normally I could go right over the top and it would be no big deal, but we don't want to erase our hard work. Okay. Hi guys. All right. Just make sure everything's blended in. This again has a little bit of moisture in it because I just washed it with hot water and hand soap. So it really does help to blend everything out that much better. So the huge hype had always been taking your concealer and making like these big exaggerated V's and triangles on your face with it. So if you've watched 10 seconds of TikTok, you will see that people are saying, don't do that, especially if you are over the age of 25 and you're getting fine lines and wrinkles. Do not do that. It's just going to create more product in a certain place. It's going to get clumpy. You're going to notice your fine lines and wrinkles. So I'm going to show you how you dial that back. I'm using the shade Fair in our concealer, and I'm just trying to get like the last bits of it out. I do have an extra one here, but you know me, I don't like to waste anything. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the inside corners of my eye, over here where I wanna create a little bit of lift. And then I'm just gonna dot down here. So I'm not going like full tilt level 100. I'm just doing a little bit, and I'm staying away from my direct under eye. So this is the shade Fair, which is the lightest shade of concealer that we have. And I'm going to take the flat side of my sponge and just blend it in a little bit. And Mina's going to bark because that's all Mina does today. Even during Dylan's kindergarten class. Hi, Elise. Okay. And you can see it just, if you have any dark spots or anything like that, bags, this just kind of helps to edit it back a little bit, give you a little bit more youthful glow. And down the center of my nose. And we're going to use my foundation powder in the shade Ivory to finish that up, but for right now, this is good. I'm going to go in with, let's do our eyes and then we'll do our contour. So I'm going to go back to that palette that I used to do my brows, just to kind of show you if you're, you know, going away for the weekend and you're looking to take less products, you can find ways of sharing products so that you can kind of pack your makeup bag a little bit lighter. So this is the All in the Eyes Volume 1 palette that I used to create my brow look. And I'm going to go in with just a really neutral, pretty eye. I'm going to go in with the shade Cactus right here. And I'm going to blend that sort of all over my eye and up into the crease. Just like that, just to give a little bit of shadow. And then I'm going to take my finger and go in with the shade Desert right here, this kind of gold color. And I'm just going to pop it right on the inside corner of my eye. And just kind of brighten that up. Now, to make my eyes really pop, I like to go in with our black eyeliner. This is in the shade Carbon. And I do a smudge line right across my lash. And you can blend that in with an eyeliner brush or just a fine brush if you want to. Smudge it out a little bit thicker, but it just makes your eyelashes look a little bit more flirty. And I'm one of those people who has to hold my eye to do an eyeliner. I don't know how people do it without this. Like when they just draw on it. How? You're majestic. How do you do that? So again, like I said, you can take a little angled brush. Just smudge that out a little bit more. Now wait for the true magic, which is Speaks Volume mascara. So I always do 2 coats of this mascara. It's the best. It's one of the only ones that doesn't make my eyes water or turn red or itchy because it's hypoallergenic, and Arbonne bans more than 2,000 chemicals that go in most of the stuff that you find on the shelves in your local pharmacy, Target, Walmart, Sephora even. There's not a whole lot of clean beauty out there. So if you are noticing reactions on your skin, definitely take a look at what you're putting on your face. Oh my God, Mina. Second coat. Hi, Vanessa. Today, Chase had an assignment in 4th grade and the teacher timed them, and their goal was to be obviously the first one that was done. So they needed to use the printer and print out like all of these photos and stuff like that to decorate their journal, which, you know, that's not really 4th grade type material, cutting and pasting. Hi, how are you? But we were in like a mad dash to get it done. And I was working with Dylan, and then my printer was out of ink and I didn't have a new cartridge here. So I had to send his images down the street to the neighbor who couldn't resize them and print them. And then we got them. I'm telling you guys, I'm over virtual school. Like, it's so much better than the alternative of them going and getting sick, but for goodness sakes. I know I have been a kindergarten and 4th grade teacher for a week now, and it's a lot. Here comes a child. Here we go. Hi.
There's a stink bug in the house.
Okay, I'll get the stink bug as soon as I'm done.
Okay.
And then we have to go pick up Pumpkin.
Okay.
Okay. Tell Chase.
Why?
Because Papa got something over to the cemetery that we have to go look at.
Papa?
Yeah, Papa Mickey.
Oh.
Okay?
Wait. Papa's alive?
No. But you know how he's in the cemetery and we've gone there to visit with him?
Oh, yeah.
So they put a big stone there on where Papa is with his name and everything on it that we have to go look at.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Could you tell Chase that for me?
Oh, thanks.
No thanks?
Yeah.
Great. All right, glow on bronzer. How do you explain this to a 5-year-old? Like, it's such a weird concept. And you can see he's like, wait, Papa's alive? You guys, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm sure as parents, we all are convinced that we're making missteps all the time, but I think I may wonder about that more than the average Joe. All right, anyway, we're gonna contour because we do have control over contour some days.
Mom, look what I found.
What'd you find? A flashlight. That looks like Daddy's. Let's not lose it on him, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, bronzer on the jawline. So we've had a lot of real conversation here today. We had my contractor on. We're explaining death to Dylan. I mean, you know, this is pretty much as real life as it gets, friends. All right, down the sides of the nose. And we're just going to blend that in a little bit because we need cheekbones today. Because I have been feeling like a bridge troll, barely wearing makeup this week, exhausted from the homeschooling. It's fine, everything's fine. All right, I'm gonna go in with the Got You Covered Ivory Loose Powder Foundation, and I'm gonna highlight my under eyes with it, just kind of add a little bit of extra coverage. I go in with a very, 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 very little product. Literally most of the product I scuff off, especially if you have fine lines, wrinkles, things like that on your under eye. You don't want to use a lot of product, especially not a lot of powder, but just a little bit that packs a nice punch in terms of color is what you want. So I personally love this. I don't suggest that you go in with a heavy foundation all the way up to your under eye, a heavy concealer, and then set it with something like this. This will be way too much on you, but a little goes a long way. And if you remember back, we didn't do foundation up to our eyes. So like I put it right here and I just kind of blended it up. And then when I did my concealer, I did not put it on my under eye. I put it like down here to create a lifting effect. Sides of the nose. But literally, how good is contour and highlight? I needed this today because if I went to the cemetery without my makeup done, this sounds very shallow, but I'll tell you where my headspace is at. If I went to the cemetery without my makeup done, I would have just felt even worse because I would have felt like I didn't do anything today. And what would my dad have said to me about being sad and all those things? So at least if I show up there with my best face on, we'll feel like we accomplished something. Okay. Better already. All right, I'm gonna go in with kind of a more poppy-ish color blush. This is in the shade Berry. So you definitely want to go light-handed on this. I literally just touch it once in the palette and I just dab it on my skin, starting like 3/4 of the way back from my eye. Hi, Amy. And just kind of going back towards my hairline with it. Just a little bit goes a long way, but I try not to put too much on the front of my face because of my face shape. It just shows up way too much and I look like juvenile. It doesn't look set at all. I'm going to take a little bit of translucent setting powder and I'm going to blend that out on my skin just to kind of make sure that everything is nice and blended. I like this because it's got a little bit of like a glow factor to it. It makes sure, I don't know if it translates in here, but it smells like cupcakes and literally there is the prettiest glow to it. So you can put this on right after your foundation, but if you forget or you want to use it at the end, it's a great way to blend all of your makeup together. So I put it on a brush and I tap off most of it. And I'm literally just going to set my whole face with it or pressing it in. And it gives my face a really nice glow. And it just blends all the colors together really nice. It's like a magic eraser too. And I mentioned it smells like cupcakes, right? Like, yeah. Cupcakes, all the cupcakes. But look at this is filter free because we're on Facebook. You can't put a filter on it unless you put like a leprechaun hat or something weird like that. If you feel like your brows are a little too aggressive in the front, take a brush like this and just kind of brush them out. It'll soften them ever so slightly so that you get that nice, like mellow entry into your brows. Because if you ever look at somebody's brows, you'll notice that the front is more sparse than the back. I don't love super sculpted brows anymore. I feel like they kind of look a little cartoonish. So I don't mind not going in with concealer and sculpting them out. Sometimes they just look like too manipulated that way. Hi, Angel. All right, so I'm going to go in with one of my favorite lip combos today. I'm going to go in with my Morel eye pencil, my Jasmine lip duo. So this is the matte lipstick and this is the gloss. And then we can always put a little bit of concealer in the center too. So we're going to do the TikTok trial with the lips. So you don't overline all the way to the corners. You just do the centers and it's still going to make your lips look really nice and pouty. So I'm going to underline right in the center. On the top, and don't go down with the Cupid's bow. Just kind of round it out. Okay, and we're not going to go all the way to the corners. Hi, Aurora. I love your name. Okay, so if you notice, we did not go to the corners because we're going to use a concealer brush and clean all of that up. All right, so with a dry lip, make sure your lips are nice and dry. Go in with the matte liquid lipstick side of this duo. And I take a majority of the product off because I like a little bit. Hi, thank you. You're very welcome. All right, so we're just going to blend this in. A little goes a long way, and applying a light layer is going to get it to stay better. You're so sweet, fellow makeup artist. You're the best. Okay, lower lip. And you see that there's a ton of pigment on there. It's not like it's lacking, and I took a lot off. A little goes a long way with lips. A lot of people think that you need a ton of product on there to build, but I tend to disagree. I'm going to take my concealer in the shade Light, and I'm just pressing a little bit here in the center, and I'm going to use my pinky finger or my pointer finger just to blend that out a little bit. This is going to also create more volume in our lip. And it kind of gives your lips a little bit of projection. And then we're going to go in with the gloss side of this duo. So the same lipstick, it comes with a lipstick and a gloss. I'm going to go with the gloss side. All right, here's the trick. Get a concealer brush. You don't need to actually have concealer on it. And we're going to clean the corners so that our mouth looks sort of more shortened, and it's going to exaggerate that smile and those lips without adding extra liner. And I have noticed that the difference is sometimes when I draw out my lips too much, I feel like I look like the Joker. It just looks way too exaggerated. And you know, when Heath Ledger was the Joker and his face is just like ripped up, that's kind of how I felt for a minute there. So I like this because it kind of does the whole less is more routine. I'm just going to take that edge that had the light foundation powder on it. I'm just going to go around my mouth. Now, if you want, you can always take concealer, put a little bit right on your underbrows for like a matte highlight. And I like to use a cream shadow brush to blend that out. And this just adds a little bit of extra lift. And like I said, a matte highlight, you're not adding like a metallic or anything, but it's just going to brighten that area. Voila. I see a lot of people when I watch other people do their makeup on live videos, they literally create like a headband of concealer. I don't think that that's necessary at all. I think if you just put a little bit on the back of your hand, use a small, like this is an eyeshadow, a cream eyeshadow brush. Just use the corner, the flat end of it, and just go right underneath your brow. That will help to sculpt them out. You don't need to create like a band. That's just product waste in my opinion, and you don't need to do it. But it's a great way if you're new to doing your brows and you just feel like you went a little bit overboard to kind of cut that back. All right, so final step, I'm gonna go in with our Let It Set Refreshing Spray and just give my face a nice little soak with that. It feels so good. It kind of just hydrates your skin. It makes the powder that you put on your face look a little bit more glowy and dewy, and it feels amazing. Yes, you don't need a band. I don't know why people do it. The other thing, Aurora, I don't know if you've seen this too, is where people they connect their eyebrows with their brow product and then they go in and erase it. And I don't know why you would bother to do that. Like, one of my favorite things to watch is people getting their eyebrows microbladed, and they take the strings and they measure everything out so that they create your perfect eyebrow shape. And I think it's called brow mapping. I would love, 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 love to do that. But you do not need to draw a unibrow like Bert and Ernie on your face and then use concealer to take it away. I find it very weird when people put things on knowing that they're going to wipe it off. It's just a strange concept to me. And I'm sure that there's a purpose for it. I hate how they attach. What is it? What is it about that? I literally can't figure it out. If it's to change your brow shape in some odd way, I don't know. I was never privy, and I've never seen anybody that like I watched in order to improve myself do it. So like, I guess if I was on there and I saw Bobbi Brown do it, I might take like a second to think about if that might be a good idea for me. But some of this stuff is just comical. It's Instagram makeup. And granted, like, everybody does their makeup different. Everybody should do their makeup how it makes them feel beautiful and powerful and confident and all of those things. But I also don't believe in flushing your money down the toilet. So if you're just going to put it on, take it off. It's kind of like lingerie. This is why I don't buy lingerie, because I'm not putting it on just to take it off. Let's skip to the end result. I don't need to spend $300 to have a pile of lingerie on the floor, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, friends. So, weird way to end up a makeup tutorial, but I'm off to the cemetery now. I guess you can always count on me to keep it real, right? So that's what I'm doing this afternoon. If you guys are looking to get hooked up with any makeup or become an Arbonne consultant or nutrition, skincare, hair care, our skincare, hold on, let me grab it because I want to show it to you. You're gonna freak out. Going to freak out. Oh. Nina's already freaking out. Okay, so this month you get a free makeup bag and you get this beautiful vegan leather Arbonne makeup bag. But this is the Arbonne Age Well collection. You get a free full-sized gift with it. And look at how beautiful. Everything is in a glass bottle and everything is sustainably sourced. I'm just gonna wait for her. I'm just gonna wait for her to be done. So everything is in a glass bottle. Everything can be recycled or sent back to Arbonne for free to recycle. We have plant stem cells, we have bakuchiol, and we have stabilized vitamin C, which you can't use with retinol, but the bakuchiol is literally the plant version of retinol, and it's better for your skin. It's not going to cause reactions and peeling and redness like retinol is. And with retinol, you can't use stabilized vitamin C. So we have the vegan Silky skin cleanser, refreshing toning mist. I'm literally obsessed with this. This is the caffeinated eye cream color. This is our collagen serum, day cream and night cream. So right now, this set is on super sale. It's $150 off with a free gift. And as always, everything has a 45-day trial. So technically you can use everything for 40 days. And if it doesn't live up to your standards, you just call and get a return merchandise number and you can send it back and get refunded. So I still have 3 gifts from me to give away for this skincare bundle this month. So if you want to get this skincare bundle, it will last you easily 4 to 6 months of daily use, morning and night. I'm ready to hook you up. So if you're interested, shoot me over a message. Like I said, I have 3 great free gifts still to give. And then you still get a free gift from Arbonne and all that stuff. But I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna go pick up my mom and I'll probably see you guys back here tomorrow. But thank you as always for tuning in. I love you and I will see you soon. Have a nice Friday.